Alright, what up YouTube? I am here and I'm gonna make my infamous egg pizza today. So I'm really excited. I know I've made it before on Facebook Live before and Instagram Live in the past, mostly in the summer. So yeah, I'm excited to get this started. I'm excited to actually, put it out there for the whole public to view. I am wearing a hat today. I'm wearing the same Nike hat that I did yesterday on the crisscross show because my hair is a little in need of a haircut, but I didn't get it. I didn't get my haircut this weekend, so that's what we're doing with the hat. So anyways, to kind of show you guys is the way I make my egg pizza is I first start off with the egg right here. And what you can do is add some cheese. I typically add mozzarella cheese. Sorry, this cheese is always the hardest to open. So like I'll put like a lot of cheese in there, just because it gets a little googly and squiggly at some point. So I just love to put a lot of cheese in there. And also, I'm a crazy human being. So before I even start with this, I'll put some salt. Not a lot of salt. Obviously, a lot of salt is not great because it'll, be really, really salty. I'm gonna add some basil leaves in here. I typically add a lot because I just love my food to be flavored. Lemon pepper seasoning right here. I typically try not to add a lot of that, but I probably will today. I maybe add just like 2 taps. This is definitely one that I add a lot, crushed red pepper. I love my food spicy. And I'll typically like beat this thing because of how much crushed red pepper I will want. So yeah, and what I'll do now is I'll mix it, and you'll see in a little bit as to why I put a ton of cheese. The egg, when it's mixed, it typically is like very, very like wet. So yeah, just take a look right here. If you see right here, you see the egg, it's still a little wet, meaning it's in need of some cheese. Luckily, I have a ton of cheese. And also, if you leave it extremely wet when you cook it, the cooking time takes a lot longer than it should. And it's typically really bad because if you leave it like wet, the cooking time is bad. One time I left it extremely wet before I cooked it, and when I put it in the oven, it was just like wet pizza. Like it was like solid wet, like moisty wet. It's like it's still good, but it's just gross. So I'm just gonna mix the rest of this mozzarella cheese in here. It wasn't a lot. You want the solid ratio, solid to wet ratio, more solid-ish, just a little wet, to kind of keep it a little moisty. This is very, very optional. I tend to do this. I know a lot of people don't typically do this, but I put chipotle on the pizza just to kind of give it some, flavor. I'm a huge buffalo guy. I love buffalo sauce. Typically, anyone who knows me is I'll add a lot, and this is where the moisty part comes in bad because now it's gonna get even more moisty with all this sauce mixed up. Typically, I do this just to kind of give my pizza flavor. I know the first couple times when I cooked this or when I started cooking this, it was good, but it needed flavoring, and that's why I put all these like seasonings and everything just to kind of give it some flavoring. Well, yeah, in the next part I'll show you guys how I put it in the pan, how flat it should be, and I'll get started with that. Okay, so this is the part where it gets pretty easy from here on out. So if you're a pepperoni lover, you'll add a ton of pepperonis. I added some Parmesan kind of under. I don't know if you can really tell. But yeah, you typically flatten it out. Try not to be too flat with this, just because it's gonna thicken, and if you do it too thick, it's gonna be like thick crust pizza. Remember, this is egg and cheese pizza. The egg is the part that makes it kind of wet, and the cheese kind of solidifies it. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in the oven in a little bit after I get out of this video. But I just kind of want to tell you guys or show you guys how it's made. I will go. This pizza does cook for 20 minutes in total, in 10-minute halves. Typically, I start the oven to preheat at 395, and I bake it at 395 for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how the pizza is. And I will show you guys what I do midway after the first 10 minutes.